Call of Duty used to stand for something, and with Black Ops 6, I'm starting to wonder if that's gone for good. I mean, just take a look at this image on your screen. Look at the top. This is Modern Warfare or Modern Warfare 2022. I don't know. It's the same game at this point. But look at this, right? It's look at how like realistic it is. It's just like two soldiers with visors, guns, everything of the sort. Then you go look down just a little bit. Look at this, Roger, Stan Smith, and then not even that. Look at below it. Like on the Roger side, you got Beavis and Butthead, and then you got all these like what's his name? Not the Terminator. I forget this guy's name. Whatever. And then on the right, you got Stan Smith. You got like a bunch of other cartoon characters. You got this like demon thing. Like, what are we playing anymore, right? Call of Duty is a grounded, or it's supposed to be like a grounded shooter. It's supposed to be, you know, the more realistic game. And anyway, what's up, guys? Now that you are subjected to this terrible intro, let's get into the gameplay here. In this video, I want to talk about why Battlefield 6 might just be better than Black Ops 7. And, you know, I'm going to bash Black Ops 7, Black Ops 6 a little bit here, but mostly talk about, you know, Battlefield 6, because not a lot of Call of Duty fans know about it. I myself don't really know about it, but, you know, with the state of where Call of Duty is and kind of where it's going, I don't anticipate Black Ops 7, you know, Steam charts, like really taking a sharp jump, okay? I know that Black Ops 7 is supposedly going to be like a Black Ops 2, you know, duplicate or like some kind of edit. We'll see how that goes. All right, I don't have a lot of faith in Treyarch. The fact that they're doing back-to-back games doesn't give me a lot of inspiration. I think the last time they do back-to-back games, one game is terrible. It might be Black Ops 6, and then one game is like slightly better. And that the last time that happened was Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare Roman numeral 3. But with all that out of the way, I have a lot of stuff I want to talk about here. So yeah, feel free to leave a like and subscribe if you're new. Let's get into it. First off, some quick facts about Battlefield 6. It's going to release on October 10th, 2025, which is going to be about a month before Black Ops 7 releases. So it'll either completely take the community, or it'll be so bad and so boring after a month that everyone is going to feel like Black Ops 7 is going to save them in the FPS genre. So again, we'll have to see. Hopefully, you know, the former happens, especially because, again, I don't have a lot of faith in Black Ops 7 these days. Battlefield 6 is also not going to be releasing on last generation consoles like Xbox One and PlayStation 4. That's fair. I think that's fair. I think it's time to move on. You know, I'm not trying to be a hater or nothing, but I think it's time to move on. You know, we don't need to cater to super old consoles at a certain point. It's just going to hold technology back. Next up, I want to highlight this tweet coming from Modern Warzone. And if you don't know who he is, he's kind of a COD shill. You know, he kind of like loves Call of Duty, and he you know, obviously because of that, his fan base, his Twitter base or whatever, is mostly going to be siding with Call of Duty. Anyway, he posts this tweet and says, "Are you more excited for Battlefield 6 or Black Ops 7? I'm trying to see something." And with 31,417 votes, 80% of them voted for Battlefield 6. That is how down bad a Call of Duty fan page, the fans of Call of Duty fan pages, are not even interested in the next Call of Duty game. And I cannot blame them, right? I think this is a good segment, or a good time to switch over to a segment where, you know, we just take a look at some of these bundles. All right, I'm just going to flash a few on screen and just tell me what is wrong with these pictures, right? Like, who is playing this, right? So first up, we got, what is this? Like, American Dad? I don't even know. Like, what is this alien thing? I don't know. Some kind of Family Guy knockoff. Like, I probably should know this, but I don't. Then we got American Dad. Cool. You know, I've already played, you know, Call of Duty recently, and every single one of my lobbies has either had an American Dad skin or this next one. Boom. Beavis and Butthead. I think, you know, Exclusive Ace made a video on this. I don't get in what world Call of Duty needs to have these kinds of like anime cartoon skins. Aside from the fact that someone might be trolling, like, who is seriously playing this? You know, like, who wants to buy this? I feel like this show aired from like the 93 to like 97 or 98, something like that. Like, most Call of Duty fans were not old enough to to play this. And then if you are old enough, say you're like 35 plus or something right now, you know, I feel like you're probably smart enough to not fall for this nostalgia trap and like actually spend your money on like, I don't know, your wife and kids maybe, you know, there's other things when you're 35, 36, 40 that you're probably going to be spending your money on. So then who's this art targeted at, right? Like the 18 to 20 year olds. Well, do they have money for this? Yeah, they probably do. But then the next question is, you know, they weren't alive during this. So who's watching, you know, Beavis and Butthead, you know, way down the line? I don't know. I've heard about it, but I've never watched it, you know, and I'm not old enough to be like 35, 40, right? So I don't get it. You know, I don't understand who this appeals to. And yet at the same time, we see these skins in every single one of these sweat-filled skill-based matchmaking lobbies. And I just don't get it, you know. This might be controversial, but yeah, we got a few other skins coming up as well here. This random horse guy with an axe or with a hammer. I don't even know what this is. Like, what are we looking at here? We got Ana de Armas from the John Wick series. At least it's a person, you know what I mean? It's a little jarring to see like an actress or an actor here. And I know before we used to see like Nicki Minaj and Kevin Durant. I don't know. It's just like they're trying to be Fortnite so bad, but it looks ugly. It doesn't look like Fortnite, you know, and it doesn't look like Call of Duty either. It's like, I don't know. It's kind of like if I tried to make like a new Pokemon, but it looked like another just random like animal or something. Like it's not Pokemon and it's not an animal, so it's just some kind of jarring mess. That's kind of what we're looking at here when it comes to what Call of Duty is doing right now. Got a couple of more here just to wrap it up. We got this random like evil bunny thing. I like that tree background though. That's kind of nice. And then we got some random furry skins and then this like underwater furry animal thing. Like, dude, like, I don't even know. Like, just get this off my screen, put the gameplay back on. It started off small, right? Just a few complaints, but it's grown into this huge thing to where even like the biggest Call of Duty commentators are not down with the cartoony, the cell shaded maps. Don't even get me started on that. I tried to load into one of those the other day. Brother, I lost my mind. Like I was getting a headache. It looked so incredibly ugly, dude. Like I don't know. Like it looked like 8 Thoughts or something. It was just bad. Okay. I'm not trying to rant here, but it was just bad. Okay. I don't get who is playing this. It's not realistic, and we don't need everything to be realistic, but we don't need to go this far down the rabbit hole of like garbage of trying to cater to like a 13-year-old. We don't need this, right? Your entire audience is not built of 14 to 18-year-olds Call of Duty. Like I hope you can see that. Anyway, I just had to talk about that Modern Warzone poll because you can kind of see why now. You know, if I had a chance to vote, I'd probably vote too. And if I supported Modern Warzone, I'd probably vote too. But yeah, I don't really support him. But anyway, Battlefield 6 Battle Royale. It's going to be free to play, and apparently there's going to be tanks that have limited fuel and ammo. I don't know how I feel about that. I think that when you incorporate weapons and huge like vehicles into a battle royale, sometimes it just becomes like, oh, who can get to a vehicle first or who can last in a vehicle longest. They have to really balance that because otherwise that'll get real old real fast and real boring real fast. I don't want to play a battle royale where I'm bored. You know, I would just go play Warzone if that was the case. Like I said, Battlefield 6 is going to have about a month of ahead of time. It's going to be released a month ahead of time before Black Ops 7. So again, hopefully we're going to be set there and hopefully we're not going to have to worry about too much. There's something else I wanted to draw your attention to here. Like I said, this is going to be kind of a longer video. And for those of you guys who are new to the channel, I used to make Call of Duty videos like way back in the day. Nowadays, I'm going to try to aim for like 1 to 2 like just compiled topics videos. And we'll see how that goes. You know, I'm going to try to make it as like interesting as possible, try to give you guys as much facts as possible without wasting too much of your time. I want this channel to be, transition into a little bit more of like a podcast thing where you like listen on your way to work or, while you're at the gym or something like that. No fancy edits, no like loud noises anywhere. I'm not going to scream. I'm not going to do any of that stuff. Kind of give you guys the news in a succinct manner that is a way that I would watch the video. So again, subscribe if you're new to the channel. If this is the first video you're watching, I appreciate it. Anyway, I wanted to showcase a new tweet from the Battlefield Wire. This is a brand new Twitter account, but basically talks about how the Battlefield 6 reveal trailer racked up twice as many likes on the Black Ops 7 trailer in just 6 hours, right? So as you can see here from the screenshot, Battlefield 6 on the left, over 300,000 likes. Black Ops 7 on the right, 140 likes, 140K likes in whatever, like way less time. And if you look at the view count too, it's crazy because the Battlefield 6 trailer has 3 million and 300,000 likes, which is a pretty good ratio. And then Black Ops 7 has 40 million and only 140,000. Very curious to see how many dislikes. I'm pretty sure there's a substantial, I think I saw somewhere that there was 89,000 dislikes. And then the Battlefield 6 trailer had like 2,000 dislikes, something like that. It's insane, with like a complete discrepancy. And it's obvious. It's because Battlefield 6, if you watch the trailer, if you watch or look at any of the images, you know, it's gritty, it's realistic, it's what a military shooter fan would probably want. You know, like obviously we don't know exactly what, you know, every single consumer of an FPS genre wants, but when you build the series off like the name Battlefield, you expect Battlefield. But now Call of Duty, you don't expect Call of Duty, you expect cringe, you expect microtransactions everywhere you look, you expect, you know, a battle pass that's not worth it, you expect cartoon cell shaded crap, you know, and that's reflective. Like, let's take a look at the Steam charts. I pulled this the other day. Boom, 51,000 average players over the last couple of days, 30 days rather. And you could just see every single month, except for April, I think, which is when Verdansk came back. Every single month is just a drop off, you know, 43% drop, then 34, 11, 18. Then you got a huge spike because of Verdansk. And then just immediately back down in May, 13.6. June, 8.2%, and then last 30 days, another 6%. Like you're just continuously dropping. The peak gets lower and lower. March 2025 was actually the lowest, and I think they realized that, and they were like, "Oh shoot, we got to throw something back." And so they used the Verdansk card. Unfortunately, guys, Activision, you can't use the Verdansk card again. You know, what are you going to do? You have to come up with something new. You have to actually make something good and creative that people will enjoy playing. Not these Stan Smith bundles, these Beavis and Butthead. Like none of this stuff is going to save Call of Duty. The only way that you're going to actually save Call of Duty is by making a fun game, okay? The map's got to be good. The matchmaking's got to be on point. There's got to be stuff to grind for, not just a camo, okay? There's got to be more to it now, all right? You can't, because in my opinion, you can't dangle the same carrot in front of us for like 14, 15 years without us being like, hey, we've done this already. We've seen this movie already, you know? I feel like the COD, you know, huge fans are going to brush this off. But, you know, once you see the full picture of what's going on, it's hard to forget. It's hard to not understand or not see what's happening. And that's the, you know, overall decline of Call of Duty. Let's face it. Battlefield 6 is in a much better opening position right now to, you know, completely smack Call of Duty Black Ops 7. Black Ops 7 doesn't have much of a chance right now. Obviously, we got to see a multiplayer trailer reveal. And obviously, you know, Charlie Intel and all these other Twitter accounts that, you know, love Activision and stuff like that, they're obviously going to promote the hell out of Call of Duty. Oh man, the multiplayer trailer revealed. Did you see we have the G36 coming back? Oh my God, dude. Like, yeah, great. You know what I mean? Like, that's not going to save Call of Duty. Oh my God, we got realistic skins. There's no pre-order bonus. That's cringe. Maybe we have a chance this year. No, like just straight up no, you know? I don't know. I want to make this video because I don't hate Call of Duty. It's easy to look at these titles and thumbnails and be like, wow, he just hates Call of Duty, you know, blah, blah, blah. But no, I want Call of Duty to be better. That's why I play Call of Duty every single year. That's why I'm not a Battlefield channel. But they're pushing me out. They're pushing a lot of people out, and they're pushing us into the arms of EA. And I think that's kind of a sad statement too, because it's not like EA is a great company either, but Activision's just so lost, so gone that, you know, it is what it is at this point, and we don't have much of a choice. You know, I'm not trying to sit here saying that Battlefield 6 is going to, you know, save the game. I'm probably going to make another video next week or even sooner about the dangers of Battlefield 6, because I want to be, you know, realistic. But let's be for real here. You know, I wouldn't pre-order Black Ops 7 either, because it's not like that game's going to do us any favors. I feel like it's really just going to be Black Ops 6 2.5 or, you know, Black Ops 6.5, whatever. Like, it's just going to be an update. It's going to be like a DLC update, and maybe they'll listen to the community and not put stupid skins. But does that mean the game's going to be fun? No, because the game inherently, even if you took all the skins out of Black Ops 6 right now, not going to be that fun. It's not going to be terrible. It's not going to be like a fun game. There's still a lot of things that need work. And I don't think a 1 year or a 2 year development cycle is I don't think it's really going to do much. But anyway, man, I pretty much ran out of time here. Hopefully you enjoyed the return to the Dynamite. Leave a like and subscribe if you're new. And go ahead and let me know in the comments section down below. Let's close this loop out here. Which game are you going to get? Battlefield 6 or Black Ops 7? Go ahead and drop it in the comment section down below. And again, like I said, subscribe if you're new. And videos every week. I'll see you guys in the future. Peace out.